All right, guys. Hello. All right. Finally, we got us a little bit of internet. Hi, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly reading for the sign of Pisces. Let us take a look and see what kind of energy is coming up after this beautiful eclipse energy we had this week. Oh, such a really nice little baptism that Sunday was, and I felt had a very beautiful weekend spiritually, although it's gone a little up and a little down. It's been deep and wide, guys, deep and wide. Let us take a look and see what Pisces has going on for this week. Hello, you guys over there on YouTube. First card that comes up, Two of Cups, which is balance. If you look here, Two of Cups is balance, internal, external balance. This has to do with love, feeling fulfilled, feeling very connected, right? The World card, Eight of Wands. So here's what I see for you guys coming up the rest of this week is speed. I see Ace of Wands, which is study. I'm also picking up on some energy that has to do with indecision and maybe pulling the trigger on some things. Two of Swords has to do with imbalance, right? Finding balance, having to choose one path over another. And when we have this card, the Two of Swords is six of one, half dozen of the other. So right now, Pisces is uncertain on how they want to move forward in their path. So maybe this is where you're sitting right now, where your come from is how you're thinking that things are going to move forward and progress is based on a decision that you're making because you have the Ace of Swords. So moving forward, Pisces has decisions to make. Okay, that's funny to me because that's the little statement that I've been making all weekend. I'm a Pisces rising. So for me, Pisces, this little Ace of Swords, I've been saying decisions were made. Like, I'm on this path that I am because decisions were made. I'm not only getting the Page of Wands, but also the Hierophant. So the Page of Wands has to do with you being a little bit caught up in the details, right? Of what you want to do next and studying your path and maybe getting a certificate of something. Or this is wanting to learn the material, and this right here has to do with attaining the cred that goes with it. So this card right here has to do with the credit, like the higher education and the calling. And ultimately the Hierophant has like a double-edged sword. So sometimes the Hierophant, unlike the Hermit, the Hierophant is more about higher education and learning. Now, there's a second component to the Hierophant that is often overlooked when it comes to modern tarot and what we utilize the card for. So the Hierophant has this background of being like, if you remember the papal pope, where the pope was the papal hood and the the mannerisms in which the Pope spoke for the people. Okay. So, and the way that there were machinations going on behind the scenes. So if you'll often, when you look at the Hierophant, you will often see a Pope or a figurehead. This could be anything from politics to religion. You've got, the symbology here of the Freemason. So you've got the compasses, right, and alignment. You've got also some other, like you've got the Star of David in here. But then you have the gentleman, the master puppeteer. And then you've got a little guy hanging on a string, climbing the ladder. What is climbing the ladder? That's like the business. That's like the matrix, whatever. So oftentimes the Hierophant can come up, and I'm feeling this big time for Pisces. So sometimes the Hierophant comes up with feeling as if the strings are being pulled. Like, who's pulling these strings in my life? Who's making things happen? Who's manipulating me? What's going on the back end? And is it in alignment with what it is I want to create? I do see that Pisces has a little bit of anxiety. Ten of Wands, if you notice, this is a little bit of overwhelm. He's got his hands covering his ears and he's like, how am I going to manage all of that I have on my plate? So the Eight of Wands is a little bit, I'm sorry, Ten of Wands is anxiety. But if you look here, the focus for Pisces right now is on the reward. If this card right here has a diamond on it, and that's the card that tells us that there's a surplus of money coming your way. Hello, I'm a Pisces rising. I want that money. I'm prepared to receive in gratitude, right? So the Six of Wands is a surplus of money. It's a check coming. It's a bonus, or I mean, not refund. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's like a reward, like money, a chunk of change. So I see money coming your way. I'm also seeing the Death card. So how the death card comes into play is it's like a baptism. It's a big change. It's a shift in the energy. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling that already. And I'm usually you guys' barometer. I feel this energy about a week before it hits Pisces, but we have the Page of Swords. So I would say that Pisces is very much on the edge with their emotions and not giving anyone any quarter. So when you're coming up to a fight, it's like the fight. My bestie always uses the phrase, is this the hill you want to die on? But it always seems as if right now, the things that come up, it's like every exact moment is another decision, and it's the same one, not today. So you have the Page of Swords energy. And if you notice, he's like whipping up into the sky, and he's got these leaves following him because it's rapid. So Pisces has got this decision making that's already gone on in their psyche where they're like, I'm done. I have this anxiety. I'm overcommitted. I have the death card now. You don't have to be angry to be done. When you're done, you're done. There's nothing attached to it. It's like, okay, this isn't serving me. Wrap, flip, cut, like whatever it takes in these moments right now to just like put that shit to bed is what we're all about. I'm also seeing 10 of Swords, which is, you know, feeling a little locked in, and then having the Page of Coins, looking for money. So personally, I'm a Pisces, and right now my whole purpose is if I have more, I can do more. And I'm not talking about personally, I'm talking about the tools that I can bring to my people, the classes that I want to hold, you know, the quality of events that I want to portray and bring to the table. I'm looking for money and investments for that kind of thing, right? So putting it out there. Also, Knight of Wands, there's slightly a little bit of this frustration where Pisces is feeling very exposed and feeling as if their last nerve is exposed and everyone can see what they're going through. I'm also seeing the Hangman. So I want you to have a little patience with yourself. Find yourself in the pauses. Okay. When I teach meditation, I talk to people all the time about box breathing. It's not like you can't just measure your breathing and get the result that you want. It's finding the Zen in the pauses. You breathe in enough till you have enough. You breathe out enough so you release enough. And it's finding those pauses and the beautiful, like smooth breathing technique where you can't tell whether you're breathing in or out. That's box breathing. It's not a system. You can't find these things through science. You have to experience them through spirit. Yet we can describe how it's done as best we can. Right now, there's these pauses that are going on for Pisces. I don't know, that was all channeling where that came from, guys. You're welcome. But we have the Hangman, right? And the Hangman is all about pauses. And some people get so frustrated in the pauses. When is the thing going to happen? That we get pissed off because we're tired of waiting. But we don't take value from the pauses. And ayahuasca teaches you come from gratitude. When you're freaking out and you're like, thank you for the lesson, no matter how hard it is, and you surrender. But these pauses teach us too. You can't eat a cake until it's baked, guys. You mixed all the stuff, you got the heat on it, you got all your ingredients in there, you whipped it perfectly. Stop opening in the oven and making your cake fall. Also, you're welcome. Okay, let's pull some cards for you from Mystic Dreamer and see what those of you who are Pisces moon out there have a desire to hear or have a need to hear. For those of you on my other social media platforms, please join me on YouTube, Karma on Deck. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. There's also classes, coaching, Reiki, channeling, among other things. I do teach meditation. If you want some meditation classes, just book a normal session for tarot and we'll go through some things for you. Like, subscribe, and share. Here we go. Pisces, moon. 5 of Cups. So here, the discontent, I would say, is the first card that comes up for Pisces with the moon reading. You're feeling as if you're carrying a burden for everyone. Pisces is looking for opportunity, or looking at opportunity. I can't say looking for because it's present. We have the Fool card, and the Fool, all of tarot is about the Fool's journey. So the Fool is about crossroads, not necessarily about the choice that you make, but it's about that. Here's the thing, Pisces, put down the hammer, number 1. Number 2, stop playing the victim. Okay, so Pisces is stuck on this look what happened to me shit right here. 10 of Swords, you're all in your emotions over it. Got it? Okay, so this is causing you to be indecisive. 2 of Wands. And I'm also saying that the 4 of Wands is what's most necessary for Pisces right now. They need commitment. We do have the Queen of Wands for you, 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Emotions again, the Devil card, your bad habits. Here's the thing, Pisces, you're not talking about what's going on with you. Another little channeling message for you. You're looking for your position in the cosmos. You're looking for your purpose and your design. You're also being activated like crazy. You've got the High Priestess and the Star card. That, my friends, is fate. You know, you can't just look at the Destiny card and the Fate card and the Wheel of Fortune and say that is fate. But when you look at the stars and you start paying attention to its alignment and its purpose for you, and you start adding in intuition, you start to have a little bit of fire. So light on, Phoenix. You guys really need to step into this. You've got the Devil card, so that's doubt. Okay. You're also dissatisfied with the results that you have. So you're comparing that to your law of manifestation, to the secret, to, you know, the law of attraction. And you're going, well, I don't have the things that I want, so I must be doing it wrong. But quit. Karma has a goal: to watch her mouth. Stop messing with the cake. Stop slamming the oven door while things are trying to make themselves happen. Come from gratitude for what you do have and what you have created and how far you've come. Map that shit. Like, look back and go, where have I been to where I'm going? And know that you're making progress. You just must begin. Trust your instincts. Trust yourself. You know what? Maybe it's that time for you to have that hard talk with yourself, because I'm seeing the Devil card and this is bad habits. Now, this could be substances. This could be Netflix and chill. This could be TV. This could be sex. This could be reading books until you don't want to take your nose out of it and shower or eat. This could be bad habits of any kind. But this is what's riding you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be the loved one that lives in your home or your child. But you're starting to see these are affecting how you're grinding with your spirit path. But I am seeing activation with the High Priestess, and the Star card is alignment. But you got to get out of your funk and get out of your mood. Get out of your mood. You're not satisfied with what's in front of you because you want things to go back the way they were. Guess what? Pandora's box is open. And somebody slammed it on hope. Open it back up. Let it all out. Let it flow. Let there yet be hope. There are some dangerous traps for Pisces. Has a tendency to play with depression. That shit's contagious too. Cut it out. Get in the shower. Go for a walk. Make a phone call. Change up your game. Okay, Pisces, this is your Pisces reading from the Divination of the Ancients. So let's see what card pops for you to see what is necessary for you to hear. Prayer. Wow. Smoke. So this card right here has to do with prayer. How often are you praying? And this goes back to gratitude. Like, we don't just go up to the altar and lay ourselves upon it with a Christmas list and say, dear Jesus, dear God, dear patron, here is what I want from you. Thank you. But you also have to come with, how may I serve? How may I give? Thank you for what I've received. So different than meditation. Now, prayer is a petition. Meditation is going within. So combine the two, come from gratitude, and practice spending a little time in those moments of, look what I've got around me. I have health. I have peace. I have food and finance. I have love and communion. I have a tribe, right? So prayer and gratitude, I'm going to have to say, Alex, prayer for 1,000. So Pisces, find your sacred space as well. I'm hearing that, you know, that's extremely important to your meditative practice, to your spiritual practice, is finding sacred space. I have multiple sacred spaces used for different things. However, for some of us with children, with family, with a house full, with everybody at home, we don't have a sacred space that we can count on. And I would recommend you find one. I don't care if it's a corner in the garage, a specific chair that you're like, I only meditate there or read my spiritual things there, but find and create some sacred space. For some of us, that's our bedroom. For some of us, it's an entire room for Zen. Some of us, it's the tree, the one tree we go to often. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. So your final little message, Pisces, is prayer. Come from gratitude. Find some sacred space. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be back. I'm going to do Aries right directly after this. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for hanging out with me.